Hello everyone, I am 32-year-old average Korean man living in South Korea. Today I would like to show you what a typical Korean man eats for his lunch, and also I would like to talk about why I am worried about this country's future while eating lunch. So today I have this sausage. We call it 분홍 소세지, which means pink sausage. But this sausage is actually not made of meat. This is made of fish. It's made of fish. And I'm just gonna cut it like that. Well, my parents' generation says that this sausage used to be a delicacy back in the past, back in 1980s or maybe 1990s, when South Korea was still considered as a poor country. So South Korea, so after Korean War in 1953, South Korea was totally destroyed and there was nothing in South Korea until 1960s. I would say South Korea was considered as one of the poorest countries until 1960s, and then it started to develop from 1960s, and Korea started to grow fast from 1980s, I would believe, and now it has become one of the richest countries in the world. Anyways, this pink sausage used to be a delicacy back in 1980s, and only the rich kids could take this pink sausage for their lunch boxes. And nowadays, Korean schools provide lunch to kids, and most of them are free, I believe. Anyways, that was the case back in the days. Now I will show you the side dishes that I'm going to have for lunch today. This is like dried and marinated cucumber. I'm just gonna put some of them here on my plate. This is another marinated cucumber, not dried though, just fresh cucumbers. Now this is called gosari in Korean, gosari. And I believe only Koreans eat this vegetable. This is like root vegetables. Western people and not even Asian people. Only Koreans eat gosari, and I don't know what this is in English because they don't eat this. And here this is radish kimchi. I'm not going to explain about kimchi because it's super famous, and you would probably know what kimchi is if you're interested in Korean culture. And last one, this one is dried radish and marinated. This thing is very crunchy. I love it. I'm just going to add some sesame oil on top of dried radish. It makes it even better. This is my rice. when I cook rice, I keep it in the fridge usually. I heat it up before I eat. My rice there. And usually a typical Korean meal would have some kind of soup. But today I'm not having any kind of soup. And my pink sausage that I've just cooked. Ta-da! This is going to be my meal for today. Usually when I eat lunch, I watch YouTube videos. Sometimes I watch serious documentaries, and sometimes I watch something just for fun. By the way, this video I'm watching right now has nothing to do with the topic I'm going to talk about. So today, I would like to talk about something very important to me, that is the future of South Korea. First of all, I love my country and I am truly proud of this country. South Korea is a global leader in technology. A couple of famous Korean companies that you might all know would be something like Samsung, Hyundai, LG, and Kia. Also, South Korea is considered as one of the safest countries in the world. The crime rate is relatively low and violent crime is rare. You can walk around the city of Seoul, the capital city of South Korea, during night and you would have no problem. And you can actually see a lot of people walking around at night. And not many people are worried about safety here in Korea. If you have visited Korea, you would know what I mean. Korean dramas, K-pops, Korean films are becoming super popular worldwide. And I could just go on and on talk about why I love this country, but these days I am really worried because all these positive things could just collapse in one day in the future because of low birth rate. I am going to talk about this topic in the next video with details, but let me just briefly tell you about low birth rate here in South Korea. So, South Korea currently has the lowest birth rate in the world. Not in Asia, not in Northeast Asia, but in the world. Birth rate in South Korea is lower than the birth rate of Ukraine, which is currently having a war against Russia. That is how serious it is. One reason for this problem is that raising children has become very expensive. Many families find it hard to afford the costs of having and taking care of kids. Second reason would be work pressure here in South Korea. People in South Korea often work long hours. This makes it hard for them to spend time with their families. The third reason would be Korea's competitive society, which affects various aspects of life from education to careers. Many adults here in South Korea have experienced intense stress and challenging lives due to competitive society. And despite hard work, their lives haven't improved much. Because of this, they don't want to pass on such a difficult life to their children. So, many people choose not to have kids at all. There are many more serious reasons why Korea has the lowest birth rate in the world, but today I have just explained simple reasons briefly, and in the next video I will talk about this topic with details.